Good morning and welcome back to another daily market outlook video where I'm going to discuss with you all the major dollar pairs and gold. Guys, welcome back to a massive hot day here in the Netherlands. I am literally cooking and sweating here. I'm on the most upper floor of my house with like angled roofs, and it's it's terrible. So I hope I can make it a little bit of a quick one today. What we can see on the DXY is that nothing interesting is happening beside the fact that it's absolutely flying without taking out any liquidity. After we broke the 4-hour swing structure over here, what I wanted to see was a little bit of a retracement down, taking out some liquidity, or maybe even push down lower to connect towards this 4-hour demand zone together with liquidity, then a change of character, and then some continuation longs in towards the highs. But as you can see, if you're in the market yourself, you probably know it's just flying, continuing in towards the highs, and still our most immediate target is going to be the 102 level over here that it's trading towards currently. If we then open EURUSD, what we can see there on the daily time frame is that we just sold off massively in towards the downside. As you can see here, previously I wanted to see a little bit of a pullback in towards the supply zone together with the 3-monthly open, and then a continuation down lower for some nice shorts, but it just sold off without me. Now we have taken out some liquidity, but as you can see, there's absolutely no reaction on that liquidity level. So we're going to have to wait for prices to reaccumulate a little bit. If we do now look at the swing structure, then we did make another swing break in towards the downside on the daily time frame. So I'm going to mark that out quickly, daily swing. And we are now bearish between this high and somewhere around here a low. And in the near future, what I want to do is wait for a little bit of a retracement, taking out liquidity at the weekly open here, preferably still pushing in towards this supply zone, then a change of character, and then continuation down lower to take out eventually the lows that are situated over here. So yeah, not a lot of positions in the markets for me. Just did a little bit of work on my charts, creating the order flow. If we look here, then there is another daily zone situated over here, daily supply zone, and we now have a beautiful supply chain in control. So yeah, I do still expect price to push in towards there and then further down. GU, if we look at GU, then we are trading down lower as well. On GU, I was looking for a possible position to trade. Yes, we did take out some liquidity over here, but it's not significant. And then this supply zone could hold. But when we were trading over here, I wanted to see another push over this high, then making this high strong. And then I would have really loved to take a buy or a sell stop on the breakdown to trade down lower. But also GU just started to sell off in towards the downside. And also on the 1-hour time frame, yeah, there was nothing really there to do, in my opinion. And I just wanted to wait for a A+ setup that didn't got provided to me. If we then one more time look at the daily time frame, then we can see that we're still swing bullish over here. So eventually I do want to break the swing low here because we're still trading really bearish. Everything is pointing towards bearish price action. And if we look at the daily time frame, then I would say this is your last supply zone here on the daily. So I'm going to mark that out, daily supply zone. And eventually I want to push back in towards there, then wait for a change of character, and then continuation down lower. So yeah, not a lot of setups for me, and I am going to be waiting for some more clarity. Also, NZDUSD sold off in towards the downside, just like a falling knife. Also tried to grab a position here, but it didn't came back at all, just fell down in towards the downside. And I need to wait for some reaccumulation on this pair as well. Not a lot to do currently. We didn't get a reaction from swiping this low over here, so I do expect we're just going for this low now that's situated over here. Yeah, just going to be waiting a little bit more to see if we can get some kind of a retracement maybe, and then a change of character once again continuing down lower. AUDUSD also traded down lower. If we go to the daily time frame, then what we can see is that we connected our supply zone on the daily time frame over here. This is our supply zone, daily supply. And if I just copy that one, then we can put it over here. And we have connected that supply zone, even taking out some liquidity. So yeah, there were some shorts to be played over here, but I missed those. What now happened is that on the 4-hour time frame, we made another break. So we're going to mark that out as a swing BOS. And yeah, somewhere over here is going to be a low. And then this now is our last swing position. And we want some reaccumulation in towards the highs, then a breakdown, continuation down lower. Then USDCAD of course is absolutely flying in line with the DXY. No retracement came through. And yeah, I'm personally just waiting for something to happen here. Either of two scenarios. I do think that once the DXY swipes this 102 level, that we can see a little bit of a reaction in towards the downside. So that would be really beneficial for some positions to start forming again, because I can't do anything with this price action. Yeah, I mean, what you can do is try to just look at a demand zone, 4-hour break in towards the upside, buy stop on the range high here, stop loss underneath the demand zone, and then a 1 to 2 risk to reward. But honestly, yes, could happen with that DXY trading up higher, but it's a little bit of gambling in my opinion. No real structures are forming. If we then look at the USD or at USDJPY, then we are still trading towards those equal highs that are left over here. We didn't swipe the highs and we started to trade down lower a little bit. Now we're just consolidating, and yeah, I am waiting for something to happen here in order for a nice short to come in towards the market, but nothing is clear as of now. And with that DXY just pushing up higher, USDJPY is also just grinding up higher. USDCHF on the daily time frame, we didn't swipe. Yeah, we swiped the liquidity over here, but we didn't break the liquidity there yet. So it's just really slowly grinding in towards the highs, and I do need a pullback of some kind, taking out liquidity, and then a change of character once again. So like at the moment, for me, everything points towards that DXY that needs to retrace. And before it retraces, there is honestly nothing to do for me in the markets. Gold, yeah, so I've been talking about the short position for 3 days in a row now, I think, and it was absolutely beautiful. Would have played out almost 1 to 5 risk to reward if you would have grabbed it here and traded all the way towards the downside. Yeah, then just order flow started to create itself. So push back in towards supply, break in towards the downside, push back in towards supply, break in towards the downside. Now a little bit of a push in towards supply and another break in towards the downside. Maybe we can get something like a swipe here, then a push in towards supply, swiping the liquidity here, and then a change of character once again to push further in towards the downside. And me personally, I would be a little bit more safe on just shorting from here already, because nothing got taken out here. Yeah, a little bit of liquidity was grabbed here, but not something significantly. So if we can get the push in towards the highs, taking out this, and then a change of character, then on the 1 hour there is a possible gold short to be taken there. If we then go to silver, then silver showed us a little bit of like the same price action here. Swipe of the highs, break in towards the downside, push back up in towards supply, then a break in towards the downside, push back in towards supply, break in towards the downside. Now swiping this low that gold did not yet swipe. We also grab liquidity underneath here. So yeah, silver is in a really bad position as of now. What can we expect if we look at the immediate order flow? Then as I've just pointed out, you have a supply zone over here on the 4-hour. Then you have your new supply zone over here. So now a supply chain is forming. Then we have another one situated over here, like this. And what we now do expect is price to push back in towards this supply zone, see a change of character, and then continuation in towards the downside. But before we can get into any shorts, something like this needs to happen. Plus the fact that I don't really short the metals. So yeah, I am going to be really careful there on copper as well. Copper sold off as well, swiping now the low here. Yeah, price action just broke bearish once again, and we need some kind of a push back in towards the supply zone, then a continuation down lower, maybe taking out this liquidity over here. But like nothing, like not a real setup is forming in my opinion here. And it's just going to be a lot of waiting. Guys, once again, thanks for watching today's market outlook. If you have not done it yet, subscribe to the channel for daily market outlooks during the whole week. I'll hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.